of the moment. When they see you down, just know they love it all that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bounce Back. I'm your host Bobby. I got a special guest with me today. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell the people who you are, where you're from, a little bit about yourself.
My name Dominic. Dominic Campbell. A lot of people know me as Dutch.
Dutch, aka Dutch. Is that the rap name you're going by too?
Working on that.
You still haven't figured that out 100%?
Trying to figure out what direction I head with that. It was calling me Friday before.
Yeah.
Old boy dropped.
Aha.
For the music thing. So
where did the name Dutch come from anyway? Was it the Terry Woods novels? I remember those were big. Did you read those books? Dutch 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I read them. Nah, they actually gave me the name from the movie Hoodlums.
Hoodlums, okay.
It's not actually a good thing. I was a little bit...
Nah, no doubt. Most nicknames are kind of like that anyway. They're kind of thrown at you.
Though.
It like kind of making fun of you, but then
ignorant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
okay.
I was kind of loud, and that's how Dutch was in the movie.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I can see that.
In his own way.
So why don't you tell the people you just came home? How much time did you just do?
14, closer to 15. 15 in like 9 months.
Damn. Wow.
14 in like 9 months. Excuse me. Yeah. 15.
How old were you when you caught that sentence?
I went in 20.
You were 20?
20.
When you got sentenced or when you got arrested?
When I got arrested, I was 20, and I did the time. I was 22.
22. So how long did you sit
trial? I
trial?
found guilty on my birthday.
On your birthday?
Yeah.
Ain't that damn?
15th, 2010.
God damn, man. How is that when you're in the after court, whatever, you're in the holding cell? It's your birthday.
Yeah.
And you just got found guilty. Did you get sentenced too that same time, or how?
I still had a bunch of things going on, so it took me a little bit of time to get
But you just got found guilty on your birthday. How was that? How was that day for you, bro?
That day was, I was young and ignorant. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like.
You experienced.
That's what come with it. That's what come with the streets.
Now, was this your first bid, bro?
First case.
Was this your first time doing time?
Yeah.
So it's all still like. It's all still new to you when you're going through it. You're experiencing it all and taking it in. I can see
Most
how that.
Definitely.
So, all right. So we were in Concord together, but before that, you waited trial. You caught your case in Boston, so therefore you were in Nashua Street,
Suffolk, yep.
Suffolk County.
That's the jungle.
I heard. So tell me, I never been to and it's funny how it works because as a juvenile, it's Cambridge is lumped in. It's Metro Boston. So like I did my juvenile time with all Boston do, but technically it's a different county. So when you become an adult, Cambridge and Boston border each other, but it's a whole different county. So now you walk into Nashua Street, man. That's not your county. How did that go there, man? Did you know anybody when you first got there? You're a Cambridge dude.
First got there, the prison was full, so I was stuck for like 3 weeks. You start off, you sleep in a holding tank downstairs first.
Damn.
Then they move you upstairs to the gym. Then you move you to the hold. Then you make it to Newman before you could even make it to a block.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
So how long
it was like 3 weeks before I even got
to Newman?
Before I got to Newman and before I took a shower.
Oh my God! Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they do. Crazy. That's how it is in there.
This is rough.
They do you dirty. So damn, bro.
It was an interesting trip though.
So you get So now you get to Newman. What's Newman like? There? It's a dorm situation, or is it cells? Is it just like another block? Newman. Okay.
Nash is all cells. There's
no dorms.
Unless you're sleeping in the tank or you're sleeping in the gym.
Right.
That's open.
When you was waiting. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just all open.
What do we got? We got 2-man cells? What are we talking about there?
2-man cells.
All 2-man cells.
All
okay.
2-man cells.
Where did they? I thought they had 3. Was that South Bay?
That's the Bay.
3-man cells. Okay, so you're a young. So you're a young kid. What is it like being a Cambridge dude in that county, man? Did they accept you right away? Did you get shown love, or did you have to prove yourself? Did you know people already there? Because Cambridge and Boston right next to each other. You might have walked in and you know, how was that for you, bro?
When Cambridge dudes go anywhere, we always get love.
Word.
Off the top, we get love everywhere because it's one of us somewhere doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So by the time we get somewhere, they're like, "Oh, I know so and so from out there." Sometimes it's somebody you don't really deal with.
Right.
Sometimes you be like, "Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know, homie."
I like to say too, if it's like where I stand with somebody, like, yeah, I grew up with them. Not letting nobody know if it's good or bad.
Sometimes you can't help yourself.
I gotta see what someone else gotta say too first. Like, okay, yeah, I grew up with them. Why? What's up? You know what I mean?
Sometimes you can't help yourself.
That's true.
They say the wrong name, and you're like, man.
Smoke. It's like automatic beef. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Damn. How long did you end up sitting in Nashua Street waiting trial?
2 years.
2 years waiting trial. Damn, that's a bid for some people. That's a long
That's
county
where
bid.
it
That's a long county
That was
bid.
kind of a heads up though.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Work.
know,
Yeah,
it's
so
kind of
were
a-
you there with the Craigslist killer, man? I feel like that was. Or
was
did you
there
just
with-
miss that?
I was there with him. I was there with the Clark Rockefeller dude, the dude that nobody knew his name.
Yep.
There were a couple people.
So what ended? So to the people I know, but to the people who don't know, what ended up happening with the Craigslist killer there?
You know what? I honestly,
You forget?
I forgot.
He ended up hanging himself. Yeah. Yeah, man. So
That's wild.
it's crazy because this is someone who's he's taking lives out there, right? Big tough guy killing, and I say tough guys facetiously, killing women and stuff like that. But now he's around bunch of men. He's not so tough no more, man. And he can't even. It's not even. A lot of times it's not even about being the toughest dude though. It's mentally, right? Getting your freedom taken away from you and all that stuff, bro. So
That's something else that's kind of funny to me because you could be locked up and be free mentally.
yeah.
Or you could be
mindset.
in the streets and be locked up mentally.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
can
all
see
about
that for sure.
What you do with your time and what you do with your mindset.
Big time. What are some like for me, the freest I ever felt when I was locked up, no lie, was playing ball for some reason. I played and I never played organized ball, just playing street ball, but it was just something about playing ball outside and just how basketball is. You can't really be thinking about your case. And you know what I'm saying? You're thinking about guarding dude up and make sure he don't get you in. It's like, I felt like I was so dialed in that for instances, it was almost like I wasn't locked up.
It's all about the mindset. You could be anywhere and be free.
Right.
No matter what the circumstances are. And
Right.
you break an arm, sometimes you still fall asleep.
Right.
Even though that
exactly.
pain is there, even though that, you know what I mean? So
Real life.
find a way to be.
Adrenaline.
I don't play bad. I don't play no sports at all still. Only Cambridge.
No.
That's another thing I used to get all the time. Everybody
Well,
in
you from Cambridge, you don't ball?
First thing you hear, right?
That's funny.
So
Yeah.
it's like, I found
We known
mine
for
in,
that.
like reading and working out.
That's what I was gonna ask. Okay, because I didn't
Reading
really,
and working out.
I never was big on like playing cards and stuff like that. You
none
didn't
of
get
that.
caught up in none. So you pretty much did your time like me, man. Working out was. But I did more of the sports too. I did sports when I could, I felt like kind of held me back when I got out. I wasn't as big as I should have been because I was burning way too many calories. I got out, dudes was like, damn, I thought you'd be bigger than that. Mind you, I was cut though, ripped up, you know what I mean? But
Right.
I was like, yeah, man, I was just playing too much ball towards the end. And it was kind of more like I was short. So I'm like, I'm just trying to kill time. So I didn't care about like every record that I could. I was trying to play ball, handball. But towards the end too, I was doing a lot with school and stuff like that. I was taking a college course there. I was actually a tutor at one point for GED students.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a tutor there for a little bit, which was a cool experience. But anyway, back to Nashua Street, man. I heard what about the COs there, bro? I heard they're a little bit more brolic over there, or is it the same thing, kind of? Do you see any wild stuff with the COs beating people up over there?
We see a lot of that.
I mean, a lot of times it's normalized, so like to you it might not stand out, but like, yeah, tell me a little bit about that, man. What type of stuff you seen with the COs over there?
Because they don't even want.
They don't want no
trouble,
smoke.
So that says a lot in itself, right there.
Damn. Now, was at any point were you in Nashua Street with any other Cambridge dudes?
Oh, most definitely. I came
If you're there 2
across a
years,
lot of-
I'm sure you must have bumped into a
came
couple
across
people.
not a lot. We don't get locked up like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Cambridge
Yeah,
usually stay out of
out of that county, out of Boston County.
out of that.
So you got so you're in Nashua Street, you get sentenced,
Yeah.
right? Eventually, you got found guilty on your birthday.
Yeah.
Eventually, you got sentenced.
Yeah.
What was your sentence? What did they hit you
They
with?
gave me an 18 and 20.
18 or 20.
18 and 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you got that sentence? 20, 22?
That was when I first got locked up. I was 20. I didn't bail out or nothing.
Right,
I was
so you
still
sat
when
for
I got
2
found
tiers.
Guilty, so
Yep.
I was 22 by the time I caught the time. So sitting back, you're like, damn,
Right.
at least,
Right. That's
at
man.
least.
So you're matching.
38, 40 years
you're
old
ma-
when I get home.
Yeah, you're matching the time you got on the inside with time on the outside of that at one point. You know what I mean? That's longer than
like a life bit.
Yeah,
It's a
like
life
that's
bit.
how long you've been alive. So yeah, that's a whole nother lifetime for
Dude,
sure.
I'm young at that time. So I'm thinking to myself, man, ain't getting no good time.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Damn, man. So, wow.
So I leave Nashua Street. I go to Walpole, and that's when it hit like, you see that wall in Walpole different. You dig what I'm saying? You see.
I never been there, so yeah, I've seen pictures. Tell me about it. It's older, right?
It's an old prison.
Yeah.
You got that big gate. You can hear it. And I'm only in the van with one other person. He ain't never going home. So my 18 to 20 stopped feeling like that much at that time.
Perspective. Other people's times will put your shit in perspective.
I don't know
for
if
sure.
he's still. I don't know homie like that, but it's Fat Jesse. I don't know if he's still around. Free.
Yeah, hope free Fat Jesse.
Free Fat Jesse. I don't know what he's down for or nothing, but
damn.
Free.
Damn. So you walk into Walpole, huh?
Yeah, he had a natural life bid at the time, so I think he might have been a year younger than me. You dig what I'm saying?
Kids, bro. Yeah, if you think about it, like that's. We were kids when we were kind of doing a lot of the stuff we were doing, and you know, but we were doing adult stuff, so you get adult time, man. Yo, the first couple nights, man, at Walpole, how'd you sleep, bro?
You know what's funny? I slept better than I
like
slept
a baby?
in years.
Cause you knew.
Yeah,
you kind of this kind of peace
trial,
knowing. So now
unknown in trial is crazy.
So you got 20. Yeah. You got 18 to 20. I mean, what is that the max? Could they have gave you more? Like when you're sitting trial, were you looking at a lot more time than that?
My sentencing memorandum said 35 to 40. Like
I mean, that's
40 years.
Man, facing that amount of time, that's
even that in itself kind of like you looking at 35 to 40 and they talking about the judge, they're like, man, oh boy, don't play around. Whatever they ask for, you're gonna get.
Damn.
You dig what I'm saying? So
damn. So okay, now you get up to Walpole. I mean, I know it's classification at that point, but it's still Walpole.
There was one fight. There was one fight
so
in
not,
3 months I was there.
That's it? It's not
one
a lot
fight.
of tension.
So I came from Nashua Street. Anybody that been in Nashua Street know what's up.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of
you
pops
know what's
off.
up when you go to Nashua.
I mean, even just, and I was never in Nash, but even just being in juvie with Boston, oh my God, that was probably the most fights I ever seen.
Most
was there, and no lie, I got to the Spectrum unit, made my bed.
Yeah.
Under the bed was like a homemade pick. I was like, damn, it's like that here, bro. Yeah, but it was like a nail and duct tape. I'm like, how the fuck motherfuckers even get that? Okay, so man, we at Walpole now. You go to Chow, bro.
That's the funny thing though.
Go ahead.
But on that point, when you first get to Walpole, they got the chairs. And every chair, like everything you see, like this has a lip on it. Like if this is in Walpole right now, they're cutting all of this off. That whole part, that whole lip part. Only thing you're gonna see is this. So when you first get there, you walk in the cell, you're like, damn, cuz.
Right. There's iron everywhere.
Everybody got it.
Yeah. Well, especially Walpole, they've been making shanks there for years. Exactly. That's one of the oldest.
You dig what I'm saying?
You know,
you see that. The first thing you see when you walk in your room is every piece of metal that could be shaved is missing something.
And you don't know where something could be stashed too. You go, that's
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I mean?
So okay, you got your you walk in the chow hall, you got your tray and stuff like that. You young kid just got. How do you know where to sit, right? Because that's always awkward. I feel like one of the first times in. Ben, did you already? Go ahead, talk to me about that.
That's the first thing you get the heads up on.
Right.
I'm gonna show you where the Cambridge dudes sit.
Yeah.
If you're from Springfield, I'm gonna show you where the Springfield dudes sit, so you'll hear that on your way out.
And mainly that's how it's broken up in Massachusetts. Pretty much is where you from. I mean, definitely. And I mean, first by race, and then more.
And that's by
city
design,
too. Yeah.
That's kind of by design, because in certain joints, you can't even move into a cell with somebody that's not the same as you.
Yeah.
That's not even a thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know they didn't really try to do too much of that upstate. I've seen it in counties. They just move whoever in with whoever, not even.
County is a free for all. You get anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My first celly was a 58-year-old dope fiend.
What was like the worst celly you had? Was it him? And that was your first cellmate ever?
He was still solid though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As soon as I walk in the cell, he's like, "Yo, I'm coming off."
So they're gonna be sick. That's really the thing about it.
I mean, so
dealing with that. Yeah, man. I done had cellmates, man, banging their head against the wall to just quiet old dudes I forgot was there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I'd be like, oh shit, he gonna say something to me. I'm like, God damn, I forgot you was even there, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
So okay, so you get to Walpole, man. You sit down. Were there Cambridge heads there that you sat with at Walpole? Couple?
Yeah, there was
at the same time. I know it's a big turnaround because it's only classification. So
yeah, there was a few of us. There wasn't many of us. I'm trying to remember who was there.
Right.
I'm slowly watching that shit.
I mean, bro, that was a long time ago too. Now, man, that was. 2010 now, something like that, 2011.
Definitely.
So so Walpole, you only see a couple fights there. Then you come to Concord. It's a little bit different, right? You already had people knew you were coming. You had care package. Talk to me about that when you came to Concord.
I didn't expect to be at Concord for so long because a lot of things I was getting into in county was supposed to carry over into. So that's the mindset.
Tell the audience about that. What is that like? You talking about the point system?
The fights.
Fights.
You get into a fight with a certain neighborhood.
So you're talking about, you thought you had smoke up there more than anything. Okay, I thought you were talking about.
I was hearing whispers about issues here and issues there, and this dude's cousin, and this dude's brother, and then.
No doubt.
I'm not gonna get into the other.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of different things.
No doubt, bro. When I first went up to Concord, it was two dudes from my neighborhood. One kid, we had kind of problems on the street. Well, he had a problem with me, really. So I knew, and I knew he was like a loose cannon, but like when I first walked in there, that was like, yo, we putting all that aside. We gotta stick together. And I still never really trusted him 100% because I mean, he passed away now and all this stuff. He had his own things going on, but I still never trusted him 100%. But a lot of times you gotta put that stuff aside. But still, I didn't know, so I'm sitting in there not knowing, damn, is this dude gonna stab? Like, well, I'm not even out the thing yet. I'm not even out the I'm not even out the thing. He's already there. He already got a lay of the land. He already can control the narrative too. I don't know what the fuck motherfuckers are saying. Right. So ended up being nothing. A lot of it made it out bigger in my head, but you always gotta be ready for that type of stuff.
Yeah, I went up there with that mindset. Like after leaving Walpole, I didn't see nothing in Walpole. You dig what I'm saying? Nothing at all. One fight, I didn't even see it. The whole time I was there, the whole 3 months I was there. But when I got to Concord was like the version of Nashua Street,
right?
Upstate.
And when I first went to Concord, it was class, but it was 52A status too.
That's
so they had a lot.
Yeah, okay. At the same time we was.
Yeah, so it had the overflow from Suffolk and Middlesex. I think the only two counties, right, to do 52A status. It was that same Boston vibe going on there.
I expected the same thing to carry on because of who we was into it at the time. You dig what I'm saying? When I finally did get there, my brother, homie from Worcester, you know who I'm talking about. Salute. I got the property in Concord, and I'm coming out the gate. I'm like, all right, bet. Homie standing right by the door, like, yo, your brother sent me over here to get you, just in case. You know what I mean? I heard that. And he showed me on the walkway. The Concord looked like the projects.
Yeah. I mean, it was so open too compared to when you get to county, and it's like the way it's not freedom, but it was like, oh yeah, go to medical, and it was like there was no one walk. I had to kind of find it. I'm like, yo, this dude got green. He been here before. I'm gonna follow him to medical. That's kind of how it was. I was so surprised at the lack of, lockdown type it was. Like, if it's Bill Ricker, they walking you, 2 COs walking you to, you know what I mean?
Right.
To whatever, see the nurse, bro, something stupid. Yeah.
When I got there, I think that's the most Cambridge dudes I've been with in any compound.
Right. At that time, yeah.
We're never deep enough to fill a whole table.
Right, I remember that.
So when we taking the table, we have to take half of the table.
Yeah, what happened with that? I remember it was kind of a thing with the what's the table?
Yeah,
or something like that. I remember Money was over there and he was telling me something was going on there. It was just too many Cambridge dudes got a little too deep, and it kind of what happened? Dudes had no place to sit down. And they made it like a little thing about it. I mean, you don't gotta get into anything like that,
we dealt with the Worcester dudes heavy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because y'all end up staying on the same table. I remember all that.
It wasn't cool at all. You dig what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
and it was probably more so that like, okay, now Worcester guy's coming. He got his trade. Damn, there ain't because it's too many. Is it how? Okay.
You know what I mean? We get the table. It's like we first get there. There's 2 people there. You dig what I'm saying? 2 dudes from Cambridge. Like I said, we never deep.
Yep.
And we all get sentenced around the same time.
Was that one of your Codees?
Money got sentenced the same time.
Oh, yep.
He was up there right before
Free Money. He's fighting.
He's fighting the free money.
He's fighting a bad case, right now.
Definitely. The other, my Cody's there.
Yep.
Then you have dudes from Walden Square over there, and a couple got. CJ was there at the time. God rest his soul.
Yeah. Okay. Rest in peace, CJ.
Rest in peace, CJ.
Hell yeah.
We got there at that time, and it's kind of like. We looking around the chow hall like, yo, which one of these tables we gonna take? Because there's actually 8 of us here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, we can't take a nondescript table.
Right.
We're gonna be like, oh, they went and punked it.
Right. So yeah, wow, that's wild how that happens. But everything ended up being smooth. At least from what I've seen, everything
we ended up getting
kind of
cool,
worked out.
like, really cool with what's the dudes to the point where if we had an issue with something, they was asking questions like, yo, what we doing?
But this is the predicament that the kind of system puts you in. Sometimes it's like, you know what I mean, weird, awkward stuff where anything could pop off and stuff like that.
But we used to it though, because that's what we come.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Like, yo,
okay, so tell me this: how long did you and your brother's time overlap? How long were y'all together?
My brother did 9. We got locked up a week and a half.
Separate, yeah.
Separately.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And we ended up in.
So he was already in Concord when you came.
I was classed to Shirley.
Shirley
modified me literally days before.
Wow.
And I went to Concord.
So yeah, and then I remember you showed up there.
I was able to do some time with him.
Yeah, how many years did y'all spend together? And you spent all 9 together though?
Nah, I was in county for 2 of the years. He went pretty much straight up state. His case was kind of He didn't go to trial. Cutting
dry type of thing. So I mean, that always helps. Even just seeing people from the street, familiar faces, but family.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I mean, I was locked up with Joe, you know, my brother for a little bit. Unfortunately, it was just at Cambridge. I got in a fight and then they shipped me out. But I was locked up with him too. Free JoJo, man, for sure. So what? Now your brother, I remember your bro telling me something about y'all had an issue the Rastafarians with the headwear at Chow. What was that whole thing? Wasn't there a lawsuit with that? Was there anything? Yeah. Well, not a lawsuit, but like kind of. Some noise had to be made. Yeah, some noise had been made. What was that? They weren't allowing.
One of the sergeants or some shit like that. I see my brother come in with his hat, with the Rastafari hat, told him to take it off.
To the chow hall, right?
Yeah, you're not supposed to. That's like that's religious.
So it was. Yeah,
he wasn't trying to hear that. He's like, man, get up out this line.
Damn.
I know that he lost his
All right, bro.
Lost his rank.
Hey, sometimes you know things got to be made, man. Sacrifices got to be made. So all right, bro. So I left in 2011.
Yep.
Walk me through what happened with you after, man. How long did you stay in Concord after that? I know you.
2011, I ain't leave Concord till 21.
Till 2021.
21. I went to a minimum.
You went straight from the minimum, straight from Concord to the minimum.
To OCC minimum.
OCC minimum.
They just shut down Shirley minimum and sent all them dudes to Concord.
Oh, okay,
so I didn't get a chance to go to Concord Farm.
Okay, got you.
They was sending a lot of us to OCC minimum.
So how was the minimum, man? Like how much?
Worse than the medium.
Because they tell me why. Because I feel like they know that like, okay, you're at a minimum. This like we got something we could take away from you.
First thing
and they
go back behind the wall. Most definitely.
Yeah, so they hold it over your head.
Most definitely.
I feel like when you go to minimums, there's always that culture there about like, man, we ain't letting nothing fly.
There's nothing to do. You go to work, you come back, you stuck on the unit.
Right.
There's nothing to do.
Damn. Did they have free weights? At the minimum, they at least had that.
You go to the gym whenever you wanted. That was the good part. Other than that shit.
So what ended up happening at the minimum? Got caught with a phone.
Yeah, caught with a phone.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped the note.
Yeah,
I bet. Brought the note.
And that's another thing about minimums too, is a lot of sketchy characters, rats, stuff like that make their way down to minimums, correct?
They dropped
and then they stay down there.
Note. So he didn't do it for anything. It was an anonymous note.
Just doing the right thing. I'm telling you, the things that you see in there is crazy. So.
But it's cool.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm like glad that's all behind you and stuff like that, bro. So walk me through when they got the difference it made. Y'all was able to get the MP3 players or something like that.
Oh man, that was crazy.
I'm like, I heard that. I'm like, usually when you hear about a change in prison, it's never for the good. How did that change the music game? Because you so limited to the rate. When you got the radio, you limited to what you can listen to.
Radio is the word. You realize how bad the radio is.
It sucks, right? I never listen to radio now.
Because in Nashua Street, and radio is everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But if you don't,
radio is everything.
See, it's all perspective. When you have nothing, the radio is good. But then when you got TVs, but now. So the MP3 players come in, now you're able to what? Who was like some of the first people you got some songs from when you got your MP3 player?
What's that kid name? The Two Cups kid. Young Pappy. He was out there.
Okay. Young Pappy?
Yeah, the Chicago kid. They was kind of making their rounds at that time.
Word. That's what's up. So you didn't think about see, I feel like I'd have went right back to like some old school type of stuff I was listening to.
It was 50. At
50.
that time,
yeah,
it was like,
yeah,
we listened to a lot of 50. We missing those 50 songs. That's
Dipset, something like that, man. That's
Their
sick.
music is hard to get on there.
I bet.
Dipset shit was hard to get on there. The 50 shit was all over.
I say Dipset just because I remember being in juvie and going to CST where dudes got like your sentence and walking down the hallway and everybody got boom boxes, not even radio. And I remember that's Dipset and G Unit was heavy at that time. So when you stop rapping, is that something you picked up before you went to prison, or is that something you picked up in there?
I was a fan of the music back in the days, like more than anything.
Oh,
like,
just been super hip hop head, super fan.
I ain't gonna front. I used to say some of them motherfuckers from the city's rap was mine. Like,
right.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna front. I keep it a buck. Like,
word, yeah.
My brother used to rap with. They had this group back in the days called Rap Squad.
Rap Squad. Oh yeah. GIs, right? Yeah.
GIs.
Rap Squad. Hell yeah.
Zay, Big C.
Yep.
Some of the best in the city.
Chief C, yeah. Shout out all them guys, man. Chief C, Big Zay, Certified G's, Rap Squad, all. Okay. Hell yeah, bro.
One dude that used to be around back in the day, Face Off. I don't know where he at, but he's one of the best rappers to this day I ever heard in my life. I don't know where he at. Yeah. Face Off, where you at?
That's the thing too. Just being even from Cambridge, bro. We had a lot of actually good artists, local dudes like MBS, Millies. Like they always was putting out music.
When I was younger, shout out to Millies too. Where you at right now?
Yeah, he's doing real well now.
And he's looking out.
Yeah, no, I know. I like that he's doing that to the younger kid. Yeah,
no matter what,
all that. Yeah,
he's reaching out to dudes in Boston as well. He's doing it for the whole area. So
I always appreciate that about him. Plus the heads we was locked up with that got out, and he's right back on his team. Like they never skipped a step. I respect that so much, bro.
Millies used to come and visit C's, and now I see C's in the videos.
Yep, I remember. Yep,
you know what I'm saying?
I remember.
Millies reach out to a lot of dudes while they locked up too.
Yeah,
even me.
Yeah,
we not even from the same side. And
Yep.
Our sides have.
Yeah, he's from the coast. You from North Cambridge. I'm from East Cambridge. Yeah, Cambridge got all sorts of parts and different histories.
Cambridge has like 6 or 7 areas of it.
Yeah, so cool, bro. So yeah, that's what's up. So you always been a hip hop.
By the way.
Free Buddha, free Smoke, free JoJo, free everybody, man. For real, man. You can. So okay, you always been a big fan. So what? You started writing.
I started writing in like 2014, 2015. Just being around other people that
you heard other people rapping.
I was around like 6 or 7 other dudes that was rapping.
Word. And they just started having ciphers on the yard.
My celly was one of the best at the time. So I'm in the cell all the time and I'm watching them and I'm like, yo, I did it once or twice when I was on the street, just being around my brother, because my brother's still one of the best right now.
Word.
I know. The other day, the beats I
gotta
sent
hear
to me,
some, bro.
And he went crazy. You dig what I'm saying? So he still got it. But I seen the dudes that were around me, they had it going. I'm like, I bet I'm gonna jump into this. You know what I mean? Figure out, because I got a story too.
Yeah,
you know
yeah, absolutely. And it is a good way of storytelling and stuff like that. Hell yeah. So what was your process, bro? Did you just write a cappella? Did you write the beats on the radio? You make your own beat up? How'd that work in jail?
We had just got the MP3s.
So you could get instrumentals?
Get instrumentals.
That's fire.
So we only could get the beats that were already out. So like Drake beats and 50 Cent beats and Dipset beats, whatever you could catch. And we would listen to their shit and rewrite.
Yeah, that's ill. Yeah, because sometimes, I rap a little bit too, bro. Sometimes I would write to like the song on. Yeah, appreciate that. So I would write to sometimes. It took me a while to figure out actually how to count the bars, bro, and format a song. What about you, bro? You still don't even got 100%. Yeah.
Man, saying it all the time, like, yo, cuz.
Yeah, that took me a while to get it, like to learn how to count and then formulate an actual. Because you could spit bars, but formulating a song,
One of the first songs we putting together right now, my manager Frenchie, shout out Frenchie. There was no hook on the song. He took apart. Him and the engineer sat down. I didn't even know what they was doing. I'm in the studio running my mouth. Him and the engineer went back and forth and took something I said and turned that into a hook. So when y'all hear iPhone, that's Frenchie's work. That's not me. I didn't.
And they just repeated it or something you already had.
And
that's so dope what they could do on there, bro. So what up with music videos? I know this new age now. You don't gotta be on MTV, man. They got YouTube. I know you out there shoot music videos or what?
Shot a few of them. I ain't been home 3 months yet.
I know. You been. You grinding, bro. That's why I want to get you on, and I appreciate you so much taking your time coming on here. I know you out there grinding, working hard, bro, and I appreciate you so much, bro. For real.
For you.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. You my bro for that, bro. For real. I know, bro. We hard times, man. You'd be surprised how how people bond when you going through things like that together, man. You bond and being just close quarters, man.
I knew you since Ringe. I first got the Ringe before Ringe.
You a little younger than me.
A little bit younger. Than you used to be in the gym and Ringe all the time.
Yeah, yep. When I was on the hockey team and all that stuff. Yeah, I got in a fight first day of school, junior year. I ended up getting kicked out junior year. Senior, I graduated though.
I did.
You graduated?
Nah.
Okay, walk me through that, man. You get GED on the inside?
Yeah, I got my GED on my first year.
Never too late to do great, bro. That's definitely something people in jail, you need to get on that, get your GED while you're there. You ain't got nothing but time. Not really trying to hit. Like, well, how would you feel about yourself if you came out with no GED, bro? After all that time, how would you feel? You would have felt like you at least wasted all that.
Yeah, like I got my GED in the joint. That's the first time I made my mother smile in like 10 years. You know, boy,
Proud,
crazy.
Word.
So it was like, it was dope for her. You know what I mean? She actually came up, and then you start to look to do things like that after you see it.
Yeah, bro. And then
good. You see your family. You see not your whole family. You don't really care about everybody, but. You see moms happy about something. You're like, oh, there you go.
Yeah, you see. I mean, when you see moms glow up, you obviously got to glow up and stuff like that, bro. What So man, how many songs? So tell the people how many songs you already got. First of all, how many songs did you write in there?
No over exaggeration. I wrote over 600 songs.
600 songs. That's grinding, bro.
No joke.
How many have you recorded?
I did. I've been in the studio 4 times. I recorded.
Grew up in prison, I came in 20 I'm different. They gave me 20 and different to where my mama was sitting. I can't imagine her position. Come on, brother, just went between us both. That's 30 years longer than we done been here.
I'm sure you got your own plan.
Wanna find me last minute? He sent the nigga with a shake to property.
Yeah, you got you thinking any
names
of the album?
Now went out to that yard without niggas. Facts. That same yard. 2 weeks later, see shit get furry. Them Asian bloods written in that bitch. Did them Crips dirty. Guards at the gate while they carving them like steaks. They told them stop breaking 5 and they thought that they was playing.
And you already know I'm gonna share. I'm gonna go crazy when you drop them. All that stuff.
You know what you did. 25.
All of your music, bro. And the stuff you played me, bro, it's fire, bro. This dude got some real talk shit and all that stuff, bro. So like, do we got a timeline of like that? Yeah. When can we expect? Of the whatever video, album, all that stuff. Do we got timelines?
We got 3 videos that are done.
Edited.
At this moment, done. Literally, he's sending them to me later on today.
I know.
Bro, you got 30 songs, bro. You got enough, but yeah, keep going. I like how you got out and you went right to the grind, because a lot of times if you don't get right to it, procrastination, man, I'm telling you, that's one of the devil's tools, like a motherfucker. Procrastination.
Let me tell you something funny. What you do with your first 72 hours after doing time, that's what you chase for the next like 2 years. Like honestly,
big.
I was told that before I got out, but literally the things I did in the first 72 hours are the things some of them I'm thinking about right now.
Right. That's what's
you know
up.
What I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like I was focused on bank account,
get right to
car,
it.
crib, credit, taking care of that baseline, doing linking with moms, hanging out with moms again. But then you got to learn how to deal with your people. You know what I mean? Because
it's been a while, man. Family members,
in a sense, you know?
Oh, so tell me, before I appreciate you coming on. Before I let you go too much, I just got one more thing, kind of. Say you had like a son that's like your age when you went in, man, and he was involved in the same things you was involved in. What kind of things would you tell him, man?
What kind of things would I tell him?
If you had a son that was your age, right when you went in, and you see he's doing the same type of things you were doing.
I'd remind him of a couple of different things. I'd let him know, man, when we in the streets and we playing around, we either die or go to jail.
Be ready for those consequences.
That's what's coming.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, that's kind of how when I stepped.
A lot of us, at least I did. I made peace with that at one point.
Yeah, I felt like some of us younger dudes, especially with older heads in my neighborhood, I feel like we was getting groomed to do time. I knew stuff about doing time before I ever stepped foot. You know what I mean? Certain rules you don't reach. I never been in jail. I knew you don't reach over somebody's tray. Like one of the big.
You don't sit. You don't cut through the tables in Walpole. I knew about that.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I just let them know, man. We only when we in it, we either die, or go to jail, and at a point that becomes understood. So you don't care about that.
Yeah. Word.
But you have to understand, man. When you go too far, you lose a peace of mind you don't get back. No matter how much you get away with this shit, that shit's still there.
Point of no return. Certain decisions you make. Yeah.
Don't look right now.
Wow. So bro, I just want to tell you I'm proud of you. For real, I'm proud of you. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate you coming here and doing this for me. And yeah, man, that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Just stay free. I'm Bobby. It's my boy Dutch. Till next time, stay free. The bounce back.
Bounce back, you got a moment. When they see you down, just know they love it.